Well, in sports today, fans are hoping to see Encarnacion in a Blue Jays uniform next season. And the Leafs are playing at home tonight. Here's Rob Williamson with the details of the rest of your sports news.
Thank you very much, Arian. As the sports world prepares for this year's announcement of the Heisman Trophy winner, tragic news has surfaced concerning a past winner of college football's highest honor. Heisman Trophy winner Rashawn Salaam was found dead Monday evening. Police say his body was found in a park in Boulder, Colorado, less than 2 miles from the University of Colorado, the school at which he played football for 3 seasons. In 1994, his Heisman Trophy winning year, he rushed for 24 touchdowns and became only the 4th college running back to rush for more than 2,000 yards in a single season. The Boulder police have said there are no signs of foul play and an autopsy will be performed to determine the cause of death. The news comes on the eve of the announcement of the 2016 Heisman Trophy winner. Salaam was 42 years old. And further tragedy has hit the sports world this morning after a caddie died during play at the Dubai Ladies Masters tournament. The first round of the golf tournament was suspended this morning after a caddie collapsed and died on the course. The caddie, whose name has not been released to the media, was carrying Annalise Cadal's bag on the 13th fairway when he collapsed. He was taken to hospital and pronounced dead. Round 1 will be resumed tomorrow, and the tournament has been scaled back to 54 holes from 72. And in some lighter news, the Vancouver Canucks have revealed that Philip Larsen is awake and alert after suffering a bone-crushing hit last evening. The Vancouver Canucks have released a statement that Philip Larsen is awake and responsive after the huge hit he took last night in the Canucks game against the New Jersey Devils. Larsen was stretchered off the ice last night after receiving a knock from Taylor Hall behind his own net. Larsen had his head down as he went for the puck and got dropped by Hall in the second period last night. The Canucks announced he was awake as he left the ice on the stretcher last night, though no timetable has been announced for Larsen's return. Sticking to hockey, the Maple Leafs will face a tough matchup tonight at the Air Canada Centre. The boys in blue will be facing a visit from Zach Parise and the Minnesota Wild at the hangar. The Leafs have lost their past 6 matchups with the Wild, with their last win against Minnesota coming in October of 2013. Toronto is currently sitting in last place in the Atlantic Division, and puck drop is set for 7:30. And we're going to move to the MLB now, where there's some news. Recent reports surrounding the Toronto Blue Jays marquee free agents Edwin Encarnacion and Jose Bautista are starting to swing the Jays' way. After turning down Toronto's 4-year, $80 million offer before entering free agency, Encarnacion hasn't heard any other offer that's piqued his interest as of yet. It was reported he's been looking for a 5-year, $120 million contract, but recent reports claim no team is even willing to sign him for 3 years at $60 million. Whereas Jose Bautista has recently suggested that he would be willing to compromise to make things work with the Jays. It's a long offseason with plenty of time for both players to decide where they will be taking their talents for next season. And that's all we have for sports. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, we go to Helena Schlappback.
Thanks, Rob. Well, for the next couple days, you may want to curl up with a blanket and some hot cocoa. Today, we're looking at a high of 1 with a mixture of sun and clouds. The temperature will dip tonight to a low of -3. Thursday isn't looking any better with a high of 0 and overcast skies, and Jack Frost should visit us overnight as there's a 70% chance of flurries with a low of -4. Friday's temperature drops a little more to a high of -2. There will be a mix of sun and cloud with a 40% chance of flurries. And you'd better be bundled up at night because we're looking at a low of -7 with cloudy skies. Better bring out your snow boots because there'll be flurries and snow the rest of the week. Now back to Arian in the newsroom.
Thanks, Helena. But for now, we leave you with this. Christmas is on the horizon and old St. Nick is beginning to plan his route.
To spread Christmas cheer, it's the same land for all to hear!
Santa and his elves were down under on a special business trip to hammer out the most efficient path for his Christmas deliveries.
To be sure to get presents to all the boys and girls in the world, so we have to be clever and choose the right flight path. Oh, look at this view. There is no better place to plan my deliveries.
Christmas is 18 days away and Santa's elves are brimming with excitement for the holiday season and all that comes with it. Well, that's all for today. For details in these stories, for details and more from these stories, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is written and produced by the students in the journalism program at the North Campus. Our technical crew are students from the broadcast, television, and videography program. I'm Ariana Moore Dallas Reyes. Join us tomorrow for our next news update.